Hey, Melvin, let me do that. Come on, give it to me.
It's good that I'm the only one who can see Fiona.
Here, Farida, take a deep breath. That'll do you good. Achoo!
I hope you didn't break anything.
Oh yes, the sign. You can't imagine how expensive this valuable work was. And believe me, Simon the blacksmith charges an arm and a leg.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. In that case, it might have been better if you'd broken an arm and a leg.
Farida, how are you treating my masterly ironwork?
How I treat it? As if it was mine. But we both know that you only gave me your masterpiece for safekeeping. So would you kindly repair it and make a decent price?
Aye, I always make decent prices.
Simon finally earned some money again. But the question is, what do I get out of it?
Well, boy, how can upright Simon help you?
I hear you got a job.
Aye, a sign repair. Actually, it's impossible to destroy this sign, even if you hang on it. But lately, Farida seems to be too much into cream cakes, and she weighs more than a humpback whale. And now let me work. The repair needs to get finished quickly.
A path that leads further up the hill. Maybe I can find out more about the shooting up there.
Hey, what's that? Somebody actually lives here. I bet this weird creature is Farida's real target. But what does that mean? Does this strange hermit really hang around in town at night?
An ugly trash pile. It seems somebody doesn't like cleaning.
I wonder if I will have to harm this tree later on.
Hello? 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 Are you listening? Do I have to tickle you? Is it possible that you're doing strange things every night? Maybe I can help you, so you had better talk to me.
No need to shout, sassy little beast. I can hear you just fine. What is it I'm allegedly doing every night? Oh, let me help you. I'm meditating, of course. I can't help it if you townies think that's weird.
Do you also meditate at night? Aren't you affected by the curse?
Yes, I meditate at nights. At least, I'm convinced that's what I'm doing. After all, I'm a hermit, and I meditate incessantly to find perfection.
Where does this huge pile of trash come from?
The darn tourists. I moved up here because I didn't want to be bothered by visitors. But they still come here, take out their soul-stealing picture machines, take photos of everything, and leave their trash behind.
Tourists? Really?
Yes, tourists. Really. I'm a very prominent hermit. Actually, I'm far too well known for a hermit, but what can you do? I used to have an excellent guard dog that kept them off my back. Unfortunately, the dog is missing.
Is your guard dog, by any chance, small, made of black onyx, magic, and have a jackal head?
Yes, that's him. You found my guard dog. Where?
The thing that stands around in Farida's magic shop.
Excuse me. I could imagine internationally operating tourism corporations to be responsible for the kidnapping because they want to turn me into a sightseeing attraction. But Farida, I can't believe she's the one behind all this.
Have fun meditating. I'm off.
This gnarly sulphur smell. Oh, it's so disgusting. What can I do for you?
I just want to have a look around.
If you want to be left alone, then simply don't talk to me.
This seems to be some kind of magic. I better not touch anything I don't really want. I'm sure Farida has installed some sort of magic theft protection.
What do you want?
I've got a question about the people.
Come on.
I wonder what caused Callus to be a hermit.
Good question. Supposedly because of the tourists. But I guess it was his relatives who got on his nerves. Some families can cause some real traumas.
Enough of all this. Enough said. A pile of rather worn playing cards. There are some tools. Lots of small rasps and stuff like that. Hello.
What do you want again?
Have fun. There are a lot of bullet holes in the wall. These holes are probably caused by Farida's magic bullets. The colors are totally washed out. Wine? Or vinegar? Or vinegar that used to be wine? Wow, the hermit has actually gone out. I thought he meditates every night. Let's hope he's not in town indulging in some nightly pleasures.
Traitors! You all are trying to cheat me!
Sit down, dude.
Fancy a little gambling?
Hey boy, you're lucky. My pockets are just full of jingling gold coins, and I'm dying to play. So tell me, what do you want to play?
I have a little guessing game here. All you have to do is tell me where the object is. Ready?
Well, well. The The boy's got quick fingers. Let's go.
Okay. How much do you want to put down?
I'll put down everything on the cup in the middle. It's under that one.
Oh, tough luck. I guess the money now belongs to me. Sorry for you.
Hey, that's... You cheated.
Prove it.
Miserable. Now I need something to calm my nerves. Olaf, 1 glass of your strongest liquor. And please put it on my tab. My cash has evaporated.
I don't have to. There's a sign. Closed. I guess that means that I can't go into the shop.
This gnarly sulphur smell.
I'd like to buy the magic powder.
Ah, do you have the required gold coins?
Sure. I have enough change to fill up your big mouth. Here, take it. I'm interested in this gin bottle here.
That's no gin.
What
Well,
That's a real bargain. I'd better jump on it before you change your mind. Do you by any chance like playing cards?
playing cards? Yes, why not? A round of poker, blackjack, canasta once in a while. But all within reason. I don't want you to think I'm a gambler.
No. Never. I just want to have a look around.
If you want to be left alone, then simply don't talk to me.
Hello.
What do you want again?
Is it possible that you play cards at night?
What? You think I play cards? Oh, please, young man. I've been beyond such worldly desires and cheap fun for decades.
If you don't play cards, who does the deck of cards over there belong to?
Those? Ooh, a long time ago, I quite enjoyed a game of patience once in a while when I was bored during meditation. But it's been ages since I last touched the cards. They are just there to remind me of the bad habit.
These cards don't look as if they've been lying there for ages.
Are you saying I can't control myself? I'm telling you, I don't touch these cards. Besides, my guard dog keeps away any other potential players. Well, he did when I still had him.
Is it possible that you gambled your guard dog away to Farida?
Me? Never! Gambling? And above that with my guard dog at stake? That's completely impossible.
I wouldn't be too sure about it. Farida likes a game of cards once in a while. That would fit, wouldn't it?
But I don't gamble, I tell you. The dumb cow stole it from me. I want my property back. This bewitched cow will learn soon enough that she picked a fight with a wrong hermit. I will blow her witch's den into pieces. Oh, moderation, Callus. Moderation.
Seems Callus really doesn't want to admit to what he does at nights. But it must dawn on him that he gambles. And it seems that he somehow also tries to steal Farida's guard statuette.
Yeah, that's possible. How can I convince him that this is really happening? He doesn't remember, well, at least not really, what he does at night. No, I won't do that. I don't know if that would be of any help for me. Callus's nightly pastime? These cards look as if they're used regularly. What a shame that I can't prove who plays with these cards at night. Let me think. Maybe I can prove it without being present myself. I would just have to mark these cards with something. No, I won't do that. Hello.
What?
Do you mind if I pour magic ink over your cards?
No, I don't mind. Pour your magic ink wherever you want. I have reached higher planes of intellect than to get upset by something like this. Just tell me what you're doing it for. Curiosity is one of the vices I have not managed to give up yet.
Well, I want to prove something to you. If you touch the cards at night, you'll have the magic ink on your fingers the next morning. Then you'll see whether you lost your dog statuette to Farida or not.
All right. If I don't have magic ink on my fingers, you'll finally admit that you were merely fantasizing. I like that. So, go on.
That should do the trick. If I pour any more ink on them, they will get soggy, and then they won't dry until Callus gambles again tonight. Neither Callus nor Farida are here. Either they play cards somewhere else, or I've come too early. Or too late.
This gnarly soul.
Could you go to Callus with me? That might clarify matters.
And what do I get out of it? Apart from a considerable loss of earnings when I close the shop.
Some information about the things you're doing at night. Well, if you don't want to know...
OK, you win. I'll come with you to Callus.
Hey, why did you bring this thief here?
You dare call me a thief? You can't fool me. I know that you tried to totally steal the statuette from my shop at night.
Hey, calm down, everybody. You're not responsible for what you do at night. So, let's discuss it like grown-ups, okay?
All right. Stop beating around the bush.
Okay then, show me your hands. If the magic powder works and reveals the magic ink, then we'll know that you two played cards last night.
Whoa, 2 people with blue hands? Well, let's suppose you're right, Melvin. We gamble every night. Could be, but I'm not a card shark.
Me? That can't be. This can only mean you ruthlessly took advantage, my pathological, nocturnal, gambling Farida. This curse is cursed.
It's not my fault if you can't control yourself. What's clear now is that the statuette is mine. I obviously won it fair and square in a game of cards. So stop trying to take it from me.
But I can't. I'll probably come back every night to try to get my statuette back. I simply can't live without it. Please give it back to me. We're all just victims of this curse.
No way, dude. I rightfully won it. A magician of my standing doesn't care about a pathetic curse like this. Well, I'm glad we sorted that out. Have a nice day, Master Callus.
What is she talking about? Rightfully won? Bah! I bet she used some magic to look at my cards. Just you wait, you wicked lady. I will get my dog back.
Well, Melvin, now you know what you're dealing with. Both of them are totally convinced they're in the right.
Well, I'm out of it. I found out why Farida shoots at Callus's house at night. The rest is up to the town council.
Are you sure? I'm afraid the councillors are expecting you to solve the problem while you're at it. After all, they seem a little bit lazy. What's the matter?
Do you think I ought to return the statuette to Callus?
Sure. What can be said against it?
Hey, I ought to steal the thing. I'll end up in the dungeon. That is, if Farida won't turn me into a fine dust with her magic bullets.
I see. Well, yes, that might indeed be a problem. Just make sure that Farida coughs up the statuette voluntarily. Or that she's forced to hand it over voluntarily. That might be more realistic.
Awesome. How could that work? Farida will never give up the statuette. At least if she's not in imminent mortal danger.
Looks like you have to make a little more effort then. Maybe you can find a way to confiscate the statuette. But you'll need something official. A document from the town council and a uniform. Otherwise Farida would just laugh at you.
That's all I need to know for now. Enough said.
And
Look what I have here.
Yes?
excuse me, may I scare you?
If there's no other way.
Boo!
Ah!
Uh-oh. I hope this immobility doesn't last forever.
Then fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution.
That's a legal document that forbids using the Anubis head in the town as a magic symbol. It is signed by Lucas the Lunatic. If you take into account how many influential magicians in town might own something like that, the term lunatic seems to be more than fitting. It would be quite useful if the law was in effect. Then it would be easy just to confiscate the statuette. There might be a possibility. There's a lot of space between the document text and Lucas the Lunatic's seal. Okay, I'll just cut off everything below the seal of Lucas the Lunatic. This way, I get a document as good as unsigned.
Is sick leader the pale?
Just admit it. Walt bribed you into signing this tax rebate.
Tax rebate? I don't know anything about a tax rebate. I didn't even know that we have such a form until now. You have to come up with something better to make me tell you my secrets.
Okay, you wanted it.
I'll place the document between Adamus's other paperwork. He will probably take care of this first thing in the morning, once Valerius is done with him for today.
Ah, what a
No one should ever see this decree. It would only cause trouble. Well, how do I look?
It suits the scarecrow better.
Why do you tear me down like that? I think the uniform makes a stylish town guard out of me.
Sure. What do they say again? The uniform doesn't make the man?
You're a mean little beast.
Oh, thanks. But it won't help you to suck up to me.
Okay, I've got the uniform and the decree. It ought to be okay now, at least if I don't screw up with Farida.
Don't underestimate her. She'll twist and turn like an eel to make sure you don't get the statuette. She knows all the tricks. If you give her any chance to tear you down, she'll use it. You must convince her that it was her idea to give you the statuette. Don't mention the matter too directly. If you give the impression that you are submissive to authority, you've already lost. Make clear to her that magic with Anubis heads is suspicious due to the curse.
That all sounds rather complicated.
Ah, a challenge of the fear of failure has to have some hurdles, otherwise it's boring.
Geez, this is also just my first challenge. I'm going crazy.
Wow, an official visit. Tell me, don't I know you from somewhere, boy?
I'm the new guy from the town guard.
A uniform alone doesn't make a town guard, boy. But now, let me know to what I owe the honour of your visit.
I'm here to confiscate banned magic symbols.
Wow, banned magic symbols. In my shop? Well, I would know. What makes you think that you might find magic symbols here of all places? And especially banned ones? What kind of symbol are you looking for?
An Anubis head.
What? They want to ban Anubis heads as magic symbols? That'd be a real revolution. Well, yes, the symbol was always controversial, and now our mentally deficient counsellors actually took measures. Can you somehow prove the ban?
I have the official document with the Damus's signature.
Let me see. I can't believe it. It's really a Damus's signature. How can someone who descends from an ancient magician lineage come up with such nonsense? I refuse to believe this.
We're talking about the safety of the town.
The safety of the town? Why should the safety of the town be at risk because of Anubis heads, of all things? It wasn't up until now, after all.
The councillors think that the curse has something to do with a death cult. That makes the Anubis so suspect.
The curse? How did they come up with this connection? OK, you can't know that. At least it's not totally wrong. But what exactly are they aiming at by confiscating all Anubis heads?
Hocus found a hint in some old writings that makes him believe that there is a connection between jackals and cursed towns.
It's a mystery to me how the councillors came up with the idea that Anubis heads might have a connection to the curse. But even though Hocus is sometimes a crazy nutcase, he knows a little bit about magic symbols. But is his plan really of any use?
Hocus, as an expert for Anubis magic, surely knows quite well what he does. At least he found the first useful hint as to the reason of the curse.
Hocus, an expert of Anubis magic? Well, that must be a rather new development. You don't need to overdo it, just because I can't deny that Hocus is a little less clueless than his colleagues.
If I got that right, the curse is related to old bewitched artifacts that have jackal heads on them. Therefore, all objects with this symbol are confiscated for safety's sake.
Really? Everything? Listen, let me suggest something. I'll give you some of my objects. That'll keep the town council busy for a while, and they can experiment until the cows come home if they're like. And I'll see that I get the remaining Anubis heads out of town. Well, how about that?
I guess we can restrict ourselves to highly magical objects. Some cheap Anubis head magic surely won't cause a curse.
Oh yeah, sure you go for the especially expensive objects. I should have known.
I could restrict myself to symbols that are suspicious of causing bad magic. Can you think of anything like that?
Well, to be honest, there's only one object that springs to my mind. This statuette here. It makes my heart bleed, but if I can save the rest of my goods, it seems to be the only way. Here, take it. But I want it back if it turns out that it hasn't got anything to do with the curse.
I'll bring it to the town council immediately. Have a nice day. Hey, Fiona! I have the statuette!
Really? Well, congratulations. Good job.
What's that? No silly comment? Something wrong with you?
Nonsense. You for once didn't behave like an idiot, that's all. No reason for partying. And now, let's move on.
Here, you have your guard dog back.
My guard dog! Wonderful! Magnificent! Finally, someone will keep me safe from these tourists. Thank you so much, boy.
Have fun.
It's a shame that a brat like you is permitted to step on my polished floors.
Ah, the young man who would like to help us.
I know now who's responsible for the shooting at night.
Finally, I bet Steve is behind this. He's taking revenge because we didn't approve his wage increase. Let me tell you, this guy is greedy. First he borrows money all over town just to be able to pay for the mail capsules, and then he goes crazy.
That's right. Steve's a real danger. This man is a time bomb. Let me tell you, when he explodes, we're all in trouble. And now it turns out that he is also involved in this.
Exactly. I always knew he was hiding something from us. He will rot in the dungeon for this. And of course, we will leave Steve down there 3 times as long as anybody else.
Hey, I didn't say anything about Steve. Farida, the magic tradeswoman.
Farida? I don't believe it. The woman is a respected magician. Okay, she might be possessed by 1 or 2 demons or something silly like that.
Demons? That would explain her low tax rate in the last couple of years. That woman is bound to dark forces. At least she always deducts the costs of her therapy from her taxes. Boy, I say we go and arrest her.
But Farida suffers from the curse. It's not her fault.
Oh, right, the curse. We should take that into account. We would have to arrest almost every citizen if we made him or her responsible for their nightly actions.
I'm sure there are some exceptions, like me, for example. Now, I won't deny that some people start acting a little funny, but do they also commit crimes? Anyway, all of this doesn't help us at all. Come back when you've got something more specific, boy.
Callus lost a statuette gambling with Farida and is now trying to steal it back.
Callus lost something gambling? Isn't that punishable by death?
Excuse me? There's a penalty for losing in gambling? There will be quite a few people losing their heads over that one. Luckily, it's only going to be the losers.
Could I ask you for a bit more seriousness, my dear colleague? Listen, boy. Highly busy officials like us are not interested in details. Make sure that the shooting stops and we're settled. But don't get yourself into trouble, or the town will have to pay for your funeral in the end.
I solved the problem. Callus got his statuette back.
Really? You don't look like you could take care of something like that. And there is nothing fishy about this.
Of course not.
I like this guy. You probably really tricked Farida, didn't you? Tell me, how did you do it? Did you mix some sleeping pills into her hash brownies?
Hocus, you and your anarchistic tendencies. Can't you try to make a good impression for once? At least as long as we have visitors.
Please, my dear colleagues. I think this young man proved himself to be reliable. Maybe it's about time to tell him the whole story.